mad you just made that extra like 30.
Nah.
Like
You
that
ain't
though.
getting it. You ain't getting it. Come on, bro. It ain't the first time we did it. Won't be the last.
I guess.
You stupid.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Throwing is Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. Back deep for the Lions, it's Golden Tate. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Lions will take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Knight. And over the middle, this is Parker. Devontae Parker. 20. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Oh, did
So
all
that
that
will
for it
hold
to come
right
back for the
guard.
whole
And you
game.
understand why
Ain't that a
offensive and
bitch.
defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got called for the penalty.
Now a give. This is Abdullah. And some room to roam now. Amir Abdullah. Touchdown, Detroit. Amir Abdullah. His
Abdullah,
4th
the very
touchdown
next
on
play,
the year.
goes the
And the
fuck
Lions
off.
are going to take a 1st quarter lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win
More
1st down.
days.
Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Let's go.
2nd down, Cousins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. picked up by Jamal Agnew. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
Like $5.
The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. From the gun. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Golden Tate, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done.
Well,
they
they
lead
applied
the
the
league
store
in
credit
points per
first
game
and
this
then
season,
put it
but it's
towards
been
DC.
quick strikeability as we
get
saw
more
in that
for store
drop.
credit.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached.
Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
It's 14-0, and I just got the ball back again. And I just scored another touchdown on the first play at the beginning of that. So it's about to be 21-0. Only less than 4 minutes into the first quarter.
And it is now 21-0. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
He's mad and something.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. It's some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Because almost has to be gone. I'm busting his ass right now.
Every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking
and I'm trying
all
to
these points back on one drive. You're
make
not.
a case
And
that this free agent outfit that get MVP. I gotta get my passing yards,
but you also don't have to.
And I gotta get Devontae Parker his yards, so he can win best receiver. He didn't have the best week last week. He still won, but
Cousins now on 2nd down. The catch is made by Kendall Wright. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I'm not giving you credit for
His
that.
first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Move! Gun!
Are you kidding me?
Mike's 4-2. Through.
There's no way you can do this damn turn.
A first down throw for Cousins. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be taken down.
He's resorting to like quick
46-yard
passes.
line.
And when I say quick, I mean like as soon as he snaps the ball, it's coming out of his hand. Because anything longer than that is getting fucking picked.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Come on, bro. That's a freaking safety. Give it to me. You literally.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
No sense. How do you lose a yard?
He's definitely tough to get down.
Line?
We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
No, it would be more dumb as if you gain a yard on the 1 yard line and you don't score.
I mean, they're both just.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. That's caught by Treadwell. And some room to maneuver.
No, he doesn't score on this bullshit.
And he's
About
going
to
to be
say.
marked down deep in Detroit territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot of receivers see the drag route as a risk-reward type of a play. The risk, going into the middle of the field where there's some big people want to hit you. But the reward is oftentimes you get lost in coverage, running a little bit underneath. And when you catch it just right, as we just saw there, the end result can be a big, big play.
They'll run with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
Oh, he
Extra
scored.
point by Carlson, up and good. And
On the
they'll cut the
classic
lead to 21-7.
HP dive.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Leopard!
Shit, I posted the wrong fucking...
They start the drive with a duel. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
You be liking Power's booty? No. No.
Oh my Jesus.
That's from like pirate booty.
Again, it's a duel. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
This big bag of pirate booty. He's be eating.
Leopard! Leopard!
So does that mean she's
Looking to throw. Knight.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Cousins on 1st down. Over the middle, he's got Treadwell. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. So that throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Yo, when you're running up behind somebody, try to strip them.
That route is not called.
It's like
if you don't have
damn near automatic.
Put some mustard on it, because
But you got to make sure you're close enough to them, or you're going to be slowed down like shit.
It takes a strong arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully
complete
complete
that.
that.
Like a lot of my forced fumbles.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. He sets to fire deep. Oh, this is
bro, it wouldn't even let me jump. Come on, bro. I sat there waiting for this
Cousins
interception.
And even 40 yards.
You know I'm going to lean
Didn't even
towards
let
the
me
defender,
fucking
right?
jump.
You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, That ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To the air again, it's Cousins. And that one falls incomplete.
Bro.
A 50-50 ball, a little dangerous, could have been
That
picked.
was not a 50-50 ball. That was a jump fucking route. It should be
Is
picked.
that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Should have sent a fucking blitz going. Probably some type of slants here.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Oh, he may have gotten
Another
lucky.
one.
Tried to
I'm
dump it
sitting
off
here
underneath
waiting
on the
for
check
it.
down.
I got it.
Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. Daniel Carlson now for the Viking field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now.
Oh my gosh, that was
They
touchdown.
get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw on 2nd down. Knight throwing deep for Galladay. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off play action. Knight. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 23. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And out now come the Vikings. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Let's go, let's go. Here we go. 53, check 53. Liz, 50.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 3
I'll be
thus
damned if I
far.
get
This will be
sentenced
3rd
to
and
fucking
6.
20-some years in prison, bro.
Ringo.
He fumbled it.
From the gun, here's Cousins.
And then picked it right up.
Incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free.
What, did that
Brings
strip?
up
You did
4th
that strip I
down.
told you about?
Yeah.
I told you, it's like damn near
Look on defense,
automatic.
two extra
But sometimes that
defensive
do
backs
happen
on
where
the
they
field
just
and
pick that shit right
covered
back
every
up.
blade
But
of
most of the
grass.
time,
That
it
allowed
don't
them to
it don't
disrupt the
happen
play.
like that.
Here's Ryan Quigley now. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have
Picked it right back up. Like, literally, in the animation of me hitting it, picking him up. He's picking it up. That would have stopped, and I would have won the challenge.
2
That
remaining
alone would have
as
given
we
me
step
the
aside
challenge.
here in this second
Yes.
quarter. Here's Ryan Quigley now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first.
Yo, I'm sick. They're making him mad boosted right now.
Now it's Tate.
That's alright.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Detroit getting set to go now.
God.
They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Ah,
The
leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
Give me the interception.
Did you put the stuff in?
2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Minneapolis
Timer for
after this.
35
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Hurry up, here we go.
Looking to throw on second down. Knight throwing deep for Galladay. It got his man complete.
What
And
time
all
of
the
day?
way down to the 35. A
What?
big play there for Detroit. 48 yards. On 1st and 10, Knight. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Touchdown,
Parker, let's go, buddy.
Devontae Parker, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra
Set
point
timer
good by
for
Prater.
34 minutes.
And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. A strong running. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now Cousins. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at it.
They go play action. Cousins. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will score. down.
He's getting sacked, and the very next play he can get the pick six.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Thank God.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
He's about to lay him out
You're
with his
thinking about
shoulder
jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And right with it here over the middle. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Cousins now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. First down, here's Cousins. Going for the
that
deep
was a
ball.
good-ass double move.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit.
That was a
Ball
good-ass
pops
double
out,
move.
incomplete.
My team is too good for that.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. A 2nd down throw for Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Yeah. It's in inches. Oh, I pressed.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Final play of the half. Cousins trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They go with a duel again. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
That's soft. Hit, bro. You hit the mess out of it.
To throw on 3rd down. Knight. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him for a loss of 9, And that'll lead to fourth down. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away.
Oh my God, he's doing boosted stuff. He's got 16 yards.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter three.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score.
He's got him in, complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They go play action here on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's right. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Oh, my God. All they've been passing to is Lamar.
From the red zone now, Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Kendall Wright, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window.
There we go, yes.
Zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
To throw on 2nd down, Knight. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play.
He really got to go keep tatted on his face.
Throwing on 1st down, Knight. He's going to let one go deep for... This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. Prater for the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And now out comes Minnesota. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football, that makes big plays, and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Nevin Lawson with a pick. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10.
Back line up, Philly. Here we go.
On first down, Knight. And throw right side complete to Parker. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did.
I can't believe you all missed every one of those tackles.
Following the penalty, Abdullah. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Amir Abdullah, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Vikings now heading onto the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10.
Detroit!
Still in the third.
And they begin the drive with Abdullah. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They go back to Abdullah on first. And some space here. 34 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Come on.
They'll try to run it in with Abdullah. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
And these key pivotal moments.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Looking to throw on second down. Knight. And he rifles one incomplete.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Emerson Griffin in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll try and get the running game going here with Murray. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
It's 10 o'clock.
They run again on 1st down, Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Let's go.
Play fake. Cousins. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Third and short yardage, Cousins. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On second down, Cousins again. And Rudolph has it left side. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They'll throw again. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some guys were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line.
LeGarrette Blount. He's at the 40. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for Detroit. 62 yards. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Leopard! Leopard!
Off the play fake. Knight. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ben Gideon in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Lions on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and forever. Operating from the gun. Knight over the middle here to Wilson. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
All right, here we go.
On 1st and 10, Knight. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. Parker, the intended target. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Back near the goal line, Cousins. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. The Vikings on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd down and 12.
300.
Out of his end zone, Cousins. Shedding defenders at the 15. The throw left side complete to Treadwell. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Wide.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there at 22. Play action now, Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Leopard. All right, now, lucky 56.
On 1st down, Abdullah. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Amir Abdullah, the 40, the 30, past the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them. And
as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Detroit, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.